Can you give me a couple of minutes of your time so I can share why I think staying connected to FBC Live on a Sunday morning is an important thing to do? Now, I know your life is full. I know we're going into one of the busiest periods of the year, and this global pandemic we're living through just makes an already stressful time of the year that more difficult and more stressful. So why in the midst of all that am I asking you to do something else? Well, it's not because I want something from you. It's because I want something for you. Rhythm and routine are an important aspect of life. Now, I love a break from the norm, but I also know that I take a backward step when I lose this sense of rhythm and routine. It impacts my sleep, my health, what I eat and how I exercise. It impacts my discipleship. It's good and it's important to take a break, but we have to get back into the rhythm and routine of life. And I think FBC Life should have a place in your regular routine. Let me be upfront with you. I'm fed up with Zoom. I'm fed up with doing things online. It was fun for a bit, but once the novelty wore off, it quickly became a second-rate way of doing things, a compromise for not being able to meet in person. Having said that, I'm so thankful for the technology we have and how it's meant I've been able to stay connected to friends and family, to the team at FBC, to my small group, and to our community. We have no idea when we'll be able to meet together in person. At the start of the summer, we said we don't anticipate meeting in person on a Sunday morning before October. There's so many unknowns at the moment, so many variables to think about. As we think about how we can regather, we also need to think about if we should regather. We don't want to rush back to meeting in person if it means putting people at risk. Whilst I don't know when we will get back to normal, I do think it's unlikely to happen this year, at least for where Sunday gatherings are concerned. But as soon as we have a greater picture about this, we will share it with you. And in the meantime, if you do have any thoughts about it, please reach out to us and let us know. It seems church online is here to stay for the short term at least. So let me lay out the stall for what to expect and why I think it is still an important part of the week. FBC Live is not a one-stop shop. It's not supposed to give you everything you need in one go to equip you to find and follow Jesus. Sunday mornings didn't do that either. Finding and following Jesus is far more than something we do once a week. FBC Live is a marker in the sand. It's a place to gather, to reset and go again. There are 3 key things we're trying to achieve through FBC Live, and we are constantly learning and adapting as we go. We're experimenting with new ideas and formats. Firstly, we want FBC Live to provide connection. We want you to feel connected to our community, to our family. That's not an easy thing to achieve online. And if your only connection point is FBC Live, it will not give you the connection you need to find and follow Jesus. That's why we keep banging the drum about connect groups. But FBC Live can give us an opportunity to feel connected. The live chat helps us say hi and connect with each other. It gives us an opportunity to share things that have helped and inspired us, which when we do, helps and inspires others. We're also wanting to find more ways to include more people so we can see more of the folks at FBC who we haven't seen in a while. That's a lot easier said than done, but we've got 2 key ways in which that can happen. I'll explain that in a bit. The second thing we want to do through FBC Live is to provide helpful content. The things we talk about, that we explore together, are designed to help us find and follow Jesus. It isn't supposed to be all you need to disciple you. If you only ate 1 meal a week, it doesn't matter how big that meal is, you will go hungry and you won't be healthy. I want you to thrive in your faith. And so, through FBC Live, we will explore aspects of faith and life together that are designed to give us a nudge in the right direction. We want to help you identify your next step, to think about the so what, and challenge you to apply that to your life throughout the coming week. We aim to share content that is inspirational and aspirational, helping us to be intentional in how we seek to follow Jesus. And we want to do that in a way that is accessible to all people, wherever they're at on their faith journey, whatever they believe or don't believe about Jesus. In short, I want to inspire you to take a step closer to actively and intentionally following Jesus towards living out your faith on your front line. And thirdly, we want to provide a place for you to experience and encounter God. This is always a challenge, even when we're in the room. We all have different spiritual pathways. We all have ways in which we feel closer to God. We want FBC Life to be a place where you don't just meet each other, but ultimately you meet God. It's never going to be all you need, but it can be a place to hit the pause button, to stop, to reflect, to reset, and go again. We want FBC Live to be a place where you can connect, where you can receive inspirational and aspirational content to help you find and follow Jesus, and where you can experience and encounter God. And we're trying to do that every week with a small team and a smaller budget and in 30 minutes. And that time is important because we know watching something on a screen isn't the same as being in the room. It's so much easier to disengage online. And if you need proof about that, how many times have you been tempted to switch off this video already? Thank you so much if you've stuck with me this far. We also know that many of you have kids. So we wanted to create something that they will be okay with sitting through, as well as creating specific content and online environments for them that you can watch with them as part of your weekly Sunday morning routine. So what can you expect from FBC Live this term? Well, in addition to these three things, we're also wanting to continue sharing stuff that works for families. Starting this week, we're going to try a weekly challenge where we'd love you to film yourselves taking part and then send it in to us so we can share it on FBC Live. We also want to be able to share more stories of what's going on in people's lives. So why not record a short video sharing what God is up to in your life, how he is encouraging and challenging you? Where have you seen God at work? Now, I know it takes a lot of courage to share stuff like this, but it really inspires and encourages the people who hear it. So please continue to lean in, stay with us, stay connected, and keep FBC Live part of your weekly routine. And if you've dropped off, come back. Tune back in, get connected, allow yourself to be inspired and challenged, and take time to encounter God to help you find and follow Jesus, and help others do the same. So I'll see you on Sunday at 10:30 a.m.